Hello, and welcome to another update video about oil. We want to talk about light crude oil futures here first. Let's talk about WTI here. And then we take a look at Brent Crude as well. Well, what can I say? It has basically played out this count perfectly so far in this decline. You will remember that if you watched previous videos, that we indeed were tracking here a pullback in a wave 2. So at the moment, this is still an overall bullish scenario. But so far, we still expected further downside. And also, while I am looking at the chart here right now, I cannot call out a low in place here. So we highlighted in the last few weeks that the price should come down lower. We're tracking here an ABC structure that you actually can see on the screen. We should be in the late stages of this sell-off. Even though the fifth wave here is quite impulsive, that can sometimes mean that something different might be going on, because oftentimes such a wave 5 is a diagonal, which indicates that we are really in the last stage of this move down. But let's see. I mean, we've got this ABC structure, okay. In this C wave, we have 5 waves. We're basically in the fifth wave. And in the last videos, we also said, look, we were down here. It was the ideal spot to turn around in the fourth wave, which it did. It actually rallied into the communicated resistance area, which can be used for short trades as well. And we said against the $81.60 level, we can focus on lower here. And yeah, this is what is currently coming true, basically. Let me actually take out this price channel. We don't need this anymore. And the idea is now, okay, where does the wave 5 end? Yeah. And, you know, I have this dashed line here, which indicates that in a previous video, I added a possible target here for this move down. I can't remember that, but it's probably the case. You might remember that. I'm just wondering how we determined that target. Let me check. So we have the wave A, the high of the wave B. And yeah, we might have used, so it might not have been this one, but the 1.618 extension target points to around about $70. So that's certainly one possible target. And then we might have taken here the wave 1, went to the high of the wave 2. Okay, and then I get to the 200% extension level at $71.30. So somewhere, ideally somewhere between now and $69.40, it would form a lower. So I would certainly pay attention to it. Most importantly, I cannot confirm a low in place at this stage. It played out this correction perfectly. Below $69.40, I need to assume that something more bearish might be at play. For example, a reset of this larger degree wave 2 a little lower. But for now, it's okay. It's come down into the target box, and also the microstructure is playing out. Now let's zoom in and try to decipher the micro count. Yeah, let's try to figure out. Oh yeah, by the way, another way of calculating a target would be to take the length of waves 1 through 3. We go to the high of the wave 4, and then I just need to adjust here the extensions. Okay, I also get to $71.30. So somewhere around $70, $71 would be ideal. Yeah. If I go to the 1 hour chart, so how does this look? Well, it looks a bit like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a very much extended wave 5, which might need one more squiggle down. So we'll see. I mean, it might need one more low. So when can I say that a low is probably made? I would want to see a break above this swing high, which is at $76.81. The very, very earliest signal you can get that a low has been made already. But it really is the earliest signal. So it's only a hint, only an indication, not a confirmation. There would be a break above the 50% retracement. So you can use that as an initial guide that you might want to have another look, right? So that's at 74.56. 74.56. Here basically, yeah, because any break above it would be the confirmation that we have bottomed. So against that level, I would focus on lower, but we are very much in the area where we would be watching for a reversal now. So hopefully Hopefully that makes sense. It's going to be very interesting now in the coming days and weeks because we are deep in support. The wave count is basically full. It might need another squiggle to the downside. Yeah, actually to show you that, let me just... Yeah, I did initially label this as a diagonal, right? But I think it's rather an impulse. It doesn't make any difference. It also didn't make any difference. It worked out nicely. But looking at this also in light of the latest structure, it might really be an impulse, this whole thing to the downside. We never had an overlap. So let's leave it as an impulse. And that means we can also label the last wave down as a 5-wave move. 1, 2, yeah. 3, 4, extended fifth, and in this extended fifth, you can see it already, a tiny 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what I'm observing. Now let's take a look at Brent Crude as well. So where do we have that? UK oil, and the count will be the same. Let's see if it also reacted here to resistance. I actually didn't check the charts before the video. Oh yes, but it's very deep in support, okay? But for now, phenomenal short for anybody who took it. Phenomenal short. We also here forecasted the rally into resistance. This is where I made the last video. I think we were already on the way up. Had our ABC structure. I'm pretty sure I gave you a target, first of all, of the resistance area anyway, but then you can use the A to C 100% extension target. That would have been at $83.40. Yep, pretty close. Yeah, actually it reached it anyway. And then, yeah, the move down looks very impulsive, I have to say. So it reacted to the level it needed to react to. And now we are very, very close to key support. So actually, in a bullish scenario, I don't want it to break below $76. Now it can always break a little lower, you know. Invalidation is down here at around $71.20. So this is really just a level where I say, okay, if we break that and sustain below it, it likely will lead to invalidation. Most importantly also here, we have an ABC structure technically full. Yes, the fifth wave might also need another squiggle lower. So I cannot rule out that we briefly break below the support level. But this was a short trade area. We were waiting for still lower prices. And I think it's now worth watching just for reversals. But again, I need to give you, because we cannot confirm any low in place yet, I need to give you the levels to watch, because if they are not broken, the focus has to be on lower. Yeah, we're now in a downtrend that started on the 20th of October roughly. No, actually earlier. So when did it start? Yeah, 20th of September. So pretty much like 8 weeks of downtrend. So we need a signal that the trend is changing. So what would be that signal? Again, it's this swing high would be my confirmation level. Yeah, still early confirmation, but it would be confirmation at $81.12. And the earliest available signal would be a break above $78.80. All right, that's my update about oil. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 and also NASDAQ video updates every day, check out our S&P 500 and stock service. You can find the link in the description. We update 20 stocks and there are daily video updates about the S&P 500, also the NASDAQ, even though the NASDAQ isn't officially included, but we still do it because of the current market situation. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.